dancing through the streets, we wander, falling for the fire. I feel alive, another city light.
What's up, Hans fam? Today is day 19 of Hansween, which is 31 tutorials in the month of October, meaning a new video every day. This look is a bit Sin City-esque, full grayscale with a bright pop of color. In this case, it's red with blood. This is perfect for an easy and striking costume for Halloween night. You could wear it with black and white clothes. Pretty simple. Product details will be listed down below. As always, let's do it!
Just do it!
Starting with my bare face and some big ol' black contacts, we are going to start with this prosthetic. I did make this myself using Monster Paste, which gives you a mold to make your own transfers. I made this large gash. The mold looks like a fucking vagina, I swear to God. But it does create a cool looking gash. And I measured it onto my face to see where to adhere the Prozaid. Add the Prozaid down and then apply your prosthetic on top. I did not do the entire process for these transfers because they normally do not even need glue, but I was just short on time. Put that down and blend the edges as much as possible. Then with a small curved spatula, I used 99% alcohol to further blend the edges to my skin. Mixing together some black and white cream paints, I make our base skin tone color. Put it on just like you would foundation. I like to go in with a mid-tone first and then highlight and contour, since you know, that's pretty much what we do normally. To get a nice gray, use mostly white and just a touch of black because black can take over the color super quickly. This moves right over the prosthetic with ease and continue down onto your neck. I am leaving my body clear because we want to use a different paint that will actually set for this area. To highlight, we now use that straight white cream paint and dab it all over your normal high points of your face that you would add some brightness to normally. This will help bring dimension back into the face so we aren't super flat. Set that with a very generous amount of white eyeshadow and continue that process again. Doing this twice will give the second layer of white paint a place to sit on top of so it won't blend too much into the gray underneath. Contour out your features, just like your cheekbones and your temples, with some black eyeshadow, but be very light with that application and work up to darkening it. Cream paints will absolutely grab the color from the pigment, so you want to be very, very light-handed with your brush. I kept it darker around the perimeter of my face and brought that down to contour out my non-existent collarbones. We gotta make some. Just don't go too ham though on your neck because we are going to be using 3rd degree to make a big gushing open neck wound. 3rd degree is a silicone compound that you can use to mold out skin and scars onto your body. It has a part A and a part B that you mix together. Read the directions fully because there are some stipulations to using the product. You can add a bit of cream paint to color it as well because it primarily comes clear, and at least to me that's very hard to see when you're sculpting when it's clear. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So making it a color, then you'll actually see what you're putting down. Set it down the area you want it, and I'm using my spatula to smooth that out as much as I can. Keep the focus of the silicone around the border of where we want our ripped out throat to be, and I'm just making it chunky and jagged looking for a more realistic look. Dip your spatula into that 99% alcohol we used earlier to help smooth the edges out even more, just like we did with the prosthetic, because the product will just slide right under that alcohol. I'm keeping this a little bit more on the easy side, just that everyone at a beginning level could try this out. Once our neck is all good and nasty, I move on to the small prosthetic that's on my face, just because I didn't blend out one of the edges too good. So this is very good to use if you want to disguise and kind of blend out some of your previous mistakes. Model Magic is my shit, and I've used it so many times this October. You guys are probably like, yes, Jordan, Model Magic. But if you don't know what it is, it's super cheap and light air drying clay with a foam-like texture. I mold out little pancake shapes for a few of the neck bones and glue those on with Prozaid. This is absolutely not a realistic, exactly rendition of the little bones in your neck, but you get the picture. I covered up the 3rd degree with a bit more cream paint just so it wasn't shiny anymore and went straight for the lippies. This is a dark gray liquid lipstick from Makeup Monsters, but you can mix this with any variation of gray you'd like. You can even use the cream paint used earlier. Use white, light gray for a nude, black. The world is your oyster. Do whatever the fuck you want. You already know I gotta accentuate my little beauty mark I got going on. With the eye, I kept it pretty classic and simple, still using that same white and black eyeshadow mix to get a very soft gray and blending that in a cat eye-like fashion on the outer corner of the crease. Just deepen as you go, keeping closer to the crease, just like any other smoky eye, and add a wing liner. Felt tip liners are most definitely easiest for me, but use whichever works for you. I just sketched that out and I like to fill it in. To make sure that it will fit with your eye shape, look in the mirror and draw the line just under where your natural crease hits so it doesn't skew the line that you're drawing out. God, I hate eyebrows. Fill in your natural shape like usual or go all out for some super badass carved motherfuckers. This look really is just a primary beauty look, just in different colors. So you could even just go with the regular beauty look that you normally do. Again, just keeping it in black and white. Added some mascara to the top and bottom of my lashes and then popped on some false lashes. And I felt that the look was just so simple, so I wanted to bring a little bit of interest into it by adding freckles. Use either a felt tip liner like we use on our eyes, but you have a very light application so they're not like super dark spots. Or a brow pencil is great too, but make sure it's in black, and twist the pencil a little bit so it makes a perfect dot. Oh fuck yeah, now for the red, which makes this whole look come to life. Using alcohol paints, I fill in the wounds with prime red and mix a bit of the flesh blood color I have as well. Alcohol paints are activated with 99% alcohol and they give a super awesome realistic look. I wipe off the bones just a little bit because I still want some white showing through and we want it to look really messy. I went back in with the black eyeshadow really quick though, just because the wounds themselves needed more dimension from the skin, since they're all ripped and would be casting shadows down in the crevices of the broken skin. Grabbing now my coagulated blood, I fill in the face cut and add some drips coming down. This blood doesn't set, but it will stay in place pretty well, just a little bit used. Just don't glop it on too much in the drip form or else it definitely will drip down your face. To make the insides a little chunky and nasty, I add some thick pieces of scab blood too. With water-activated paint, I stippled on some blood splatter with a stippling sponge and thought, fuck this, it just wasn't doing the effect I wanted. I needed some blood splatter in my life. So I just grabbed a dry brush and started absolutely just splattering that everywhere, all over the neck wound. Water-activated paints also make great drips because they do dry in place. You just add a lot of water to the paint and let it drip down your body. We need us a highlight, obviously. Just because we're gray doesn't mean we can't go without a highlight. Becca has this super straight white one called Pearl, and it is perfect for us pale beauties or us grayscale beauties. Put on your costume. I'm just wearing a polka dot black and white dress. That's why this costume's great. It's so easy. And though I'm using cream paints right now, you should use the water activated ones because they dry matte, so you have to worry about smudging or anything when you're walking around in your costume. I just popped on a black wig. Again, you could use white, silver, whatever goes with the grayscale theme. I hope you guys like this grayscale look with the bright ass pop of bloody color. Thank you so much for watching, and use the hashtag #HansWeen if you want me to see recreations of these looks or if you just want to show me your work. I seriously love and appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I love the fuck out of you. Just all of it. I just fucking love you. Okay, bye.